guys, welcome back to the channel. Back on the beautiful V4. It's a beautiful day out today. Super nice weather. Went out a little earlier than usual, so hopefully we catch less traffic. And so far, it's looking good. We're cruising. We're not like going 20 miles an hour, so that's good. Going back to the shop to put on some parts, just simple stuff. I already put on this carbon fiber front face with a new windscreen and those kind of like mirror block offs. Oh wow, I jinxed it. It is this early and there's still traffic. Okay, I guess. But yeah, if you guys don't know, I ride GP shift on all my bikes, and this bike has stock rear sets, and for a Ducati you can't just switch to GP shift. You need like a certain shift module that you need to attach so you can switch your OEM rear sets to GP shift. So figured, why not just buy aftermarket rear sets, since I always do that on all my bikes, since I have to buy something for it anyways. And these rear sets were actually bought for my last V4 that I crashed. So yeah, I've just had them ever since. I didn't get rid of them because I was hopeful. I was hoping that I would get another V4 at some point. So yeah, got these rear sets from Ducati. They're all like blacked out, and it's gonna look pretty clean, I think, with this bike. This bike has a lot of like red and silver and stuff like that, which I'm not a fan of, besides the tank obviously, because that's like the brushed aluminum like V4R signature tank in a way. Obviously I like the tank, but I don't like the silver rear sets or like the exhaust. And hopefully we're gonna get an exhaust, not this soon, but kind of soon, within like I believe like 2 months hopefully. I just honestly don't want to put an exhaust right away because I have 2 other obnoxious bikes, and it's just a lot of attention from cops. And you know, where I live, they're kind of strict about exhaust laws, and if your vehicle is too loud and all that stuff. I don't know, like now I have more like peace of mind riding this bike, because I'm like I'm legal, you know, for once. I don't have to get like bothered by having an exhaust that's too loud or anything like that. You know, I can ride wherever. And I know you guys miss the beach rides, and I haven't done any of those literally because of how loud my exhausts are on my other bikes. They're extremely strict about it by like those beach areas. It's a bunch of rich people, I'm pretty sure they complain, so the cops actually are strict about it over there. But now I can do more cruises on the beach with you guys. But yeah, so now we're gonna go put on some rear sets at the shop and put also radiator guards, because A, it cleans up the look from the front, and B, it protects your radiator. A friend of mine recently had an incident where he was at the track and a rock just shot up right into his radiator and it started leaking. Good thing he didn't go down, he kept the bike upright. But these are the risks you have to like go if you don't have radiator guards, because a rock can easily like go through your radiator, cause a leak, and either causing you to crash or spend a lot of money replacing your radiator. I believe that's like $400 or $500 at least. I don't know exactly how much they are for Ducatis, but at least it's that price. So it's definitely a mod that I always recommend, and I always put on all my bikes right away. Radiator guards, rear sets. It's the stuff that you actually use and touch. Like I put these on right away too. Grips, because you know, it just makes the ride better because they're more grippy and stuff like that. So it's always the stuff that you actually use are the stuff I recommend right away, and then go on to like the visual mods and the other stuff. But you guys know me, I can't resist the carbon fiber, so I already started on some carbon pieces, and I have more carbon pieces coming up for this bad boy. I'll keep you guys updated when we get there. I'll film the process a little bit. I'll also talk about, actually we can talk about it right now. So for the front windshield replacement. The reason I went all the way and just put my other front carbon face on the bike is because you actually have to take off the entire face of this bike just to replace your windscreen. And I figured since I'm already like all the way took off the like front face of the bike, might as well just put on my carbon one, you know what I mean, so I don't have to do this job twice, because I knew I was gonna do it. I wanted to clear bra that front carbon face because it's gonna get destroyed with rock chips and stuff like that. But as I was saying, since I already got there, I was like, whatever, let's just put it on. It adds a little flair to the bike, even though to me it doesn't look as great right now. It's not matching. I'm very kind of like aesthetic with like how the bike is supposed to match and stuff like that. But it has like a bunch of dry carbon pieces that come OEM on this bike. And it also, so when I added this like one glossy piece, now all of a sudden it doesn't look like as kind of unified or matching. Plus there's a lot of carbon in the front of the bike and there's like none in the rear. We have the wings in carbon, the front tire hugger, and the front face. And all we have in the rear, where it's not even in the rear, in the middle is exhaust cover. I'm kind of low on battery, so I'll update you guys when I get to the shop. And hopefully everything will go smoothly. And we'll have GP shift after installing those rear sets. How are you doing, sir?
Doing good.
How are you doing? Holy Aprilia.
Yeah, Aprilia.
Wow, this is a first. I never see you working on Aprilias. How are you doing?
Trust me, I don't like them any better.
This is my third one. How are you doing?
What's up?
Wow, look at that variety. It's not BMWs for once.
Right?
There's a Ducati here. There's a Aprilia, a Yamaha. What? I thought you guys only work. I thought SoCal BMWs.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we need to do a couple dyno runs. That'd be fun. I like the Fireblade too.
I like the Fireblade.
The
Somebody
Triple R.
in SoCal.
There's two people that live right by us. There's two people that have this right where we live. I've seen it. Yeah, and I saw it again and I was like, hold on, that's a different guy. Turned out they're too busy today for the radiator guard and the rear sets. I was working on putting on the throttle spacers and then I realized that it is the wrong size. Gonna go to the Ducati dealership and get that replaced and get the right piece, and I'll just put those spacers at home and I'll come back tomorrow to put on the rear sets and the radiator guards. Haha. That's another V4R right there. Team V4R. I'll get the port and I'll get back to you guys. That was pretty easy. Just replaced one of the spacers. They gave me like two of the identical sizes, and you need two different sizes for the throttle spacers. So I got that fixed. I got me a bar end CRG, the Aero bar end mirror, because right now I'm running no mirrors and that is sketchy, to be honest. So got me the left side for now until I decide, because I might get the Rizoma wings. Let me know in the comments if you guys think I should get the Rizoma wings. But for now I got at least a mirror. that's a nice 720. Convertible too. Yeah, this bike needs a lot of work. I don't know, for those that remember my last carbon V4, that bike did not need that much work. I bought it like pretty ready. It already had the full carbon kit on it, already had levers, it didn't have rear sets, I already had like a gas cap, already had the bar ends, exhaust, it had the up map, it had all these stuff. That alone right there is at least what, like $5,000 to $10,000 depending on what exhaust I get. Yeah, Ducatis are pretty expensive, but very expensive for a reason. Pretty machines, right? Oh yeah, if you guys did notice, the other V4R that was there, that was the other one I was telling you guys about that I almost bought. Literally exact same thing as this one, completely stock. All it had was the NRC tail tidy, but that bike had 5,000 miles and this one had 2 when I got it. So 3,000 mile difference, and I got a better deal on this one, so it was a no-brainer for me. I just had to suck it up and ride for 8 hours to get this one, but it was worth it. All my bikes, I got them used. I've gotten a couple new bikes, and it's honestly, getting a new bike is a waste of money. If you can get like a used bike that's well maintained, and with like pretty low miles, it's a much better deal. Like, I saved about what, $10,000 by getting this bike. This bike would have been like $50,000 out the door, brand new. And in my opinion, anything under like 4,000 or 5,000 miles is pretty much still brand new. Annual service was done on this bike, so you guys can see like everything is fresh, all the oils and stuff. Gear pull on a stock V4R, and it's that crazy. I wanted to see that 16.5 red line. Oh boy, it didn't disappoint. Definitely felt a little slower up top, probably because it needs a tune, because a little restricted, but not bad for a 4th gear pull. And I'm not even on like race modes, so my traction control is high. I believe the engine is on full power, so it shouldn't matter, but I think it's on the softer mode, which makes it like a smoother engine delivery, not as aggressive, which is why the bike felt like super linear with its power until it got to that top end. It is so quiet with that exhaust. When the bike is stopped, it's actually kind of loud, like the way it idles with the dual exhaust, like kind of pointing at the floor, so it kind of like reflects the sound almost. Oh boy, oh boy. It is traffic time. Holy, this bike is an animal. I can't believe that this bike is stock. Like, I'm not lying to you guys when I'm telling you this bike feels like as powerful as my V4S stock. And that bike, my V4S had a full acro exhaust system, it had a Ducati up map, had an air filter, it had all these things, and this bike literally feels as fast, and it has nothing done to it. How are we? What I like. Such a beautiful day out. I wish the roads were like empty. It's like the perfect temperature. Cold breeze with a warm sun. Hopefully she stays reliable, because you know how it is with Ducatis. They have that expensive, unreliable theme about them. I think the other YouTuber, Motovlogger that now is 650, he has his V4R. And I don't think he's mentioned anything about it having problems unless I missed it. It feels weird that I'm back on it. Finally. I miss it so much. I'll do my best to protect you, baby. Oh, this bike just wants to go. It loves to lean. It feels so good too to lean this bike. Bro, this makes me want to take this bike to the track, but I don't know, man. I'm too worried. I don't want to mess it up, you know, if something happens. It's too new. It just feels like so ready for the track. I can't explain it. That's pretty much it for this video, you guys. I'm gonna go back, put on these parts. Let me know if you guys want to see me kind of like do work on this bike and stuff like that. I want to film obviously like the slightly more complicated stuff, throttle spacers and bar ends. That's like not worth filming in my opinion, unless you guys still want to see that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, I didn't get what I wanted on the bike. Something always goes wrong, but hopefully that'll get done tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Ride safe.